Hello, and welcome to another round of national holidays. Today is Wednesday, October 21st, and we have a lot of holidays to cover. I'm your host, CK. If you're liking these videos, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any more of these videos and you get notified when I go live and when I drop new content. Alright, so let's get started. First up, let's talk what we have on the agenda for today. So these are your holidays. There's a lot, there's 9, I think. So we've got Back to the Future Day, International Day of the Nacho, National Apple Day, National Check Your Meds Day, National Medical Assistance Day, National Pets for Veterans Day, National Reptile Awareness Day, National Reptile Day. Those are all your holidays so far today. Lots of them. Let's get to the ones that I really care about. Well, we'll cover all of them, but we'll pause on the ones I really like. Like this one, Back to the Future Day. The reason why today is Back to the Future Day is because on this day, well, technically in the Back to the Future movie, on this day, this is where they went back in time to, and this was Back to the Future 2. They went back to October 21st, 2015, and that was a good movie. So here's some things about Back to the Future Day, or Back to the Future in general. It released in 1985. Zemeckis and Gale received a thank you letter from John DeLorean because they used his car in the movie. Princess Diana actually was at the premiere, or at least she made an appearance. And in 1986, President Reagan used the quote, where we're going, we don't need cars. He also enjoyed that he was referenced a lot in the Back to the Future movie. And then in the September of 2011, as part of their Back for the Future campaign, Nike actually auctioned off 1,500 pair of the limited edition mag replica shoes, which the proceeds then went to Michael J. Fox's Foundation for Parkinson's. And in October of 2015, Back to the Future proceeds go to Michael J. Fox Foundation, and then October 21st, 2011 was the first Back to the Future Day. So, yeah, those are all your cool Back to the Future facts. All right, next, International Day of the Nacho. Dude, I'm having nachos for dinner tonight. Okay, so International Day of the Nachos. 1975, Ignacio Anaya, inventor of the nachos, he passes away. A plaque is erected in honor of him in Piedras Negras on October 21st, declaring this day International Day of the Nacho. So that's pretty cool. So totally having nachos tonight. And if I was really skilled, I would make myself probably a margarita to go with said nachos. But I don't have that. I don't have the stuff to make margaritas, and I don't think anyone local here is doing delivery of margaritas. If they were, totally be on the agenda. Anyways, back to this. 1970, Frank Liberto begins selling nachos at the Arlington Stadium, which is home of the Texas Rangers. And then in 1943, Ignacio Año first feeds his group of hungry guests at the Victoria Club, the restaurant across from the Rio Grande River. So that's pretty cool. I kind of did that backwards, I just realized. But you get the point. So, anyways, it's International Nacho Day. Totally excited. You should be too. So go get yourself some nachos. Even if you had nachos last night, don't care. Have them again. They're really good. Oh, now that I'm thinking about them, I really miss the one place. Like, I've had nachos out here, but there is one place, which is back home, and it's called Senior Max's, They, hands down, have the best nachos I've ever had. One of the favorite things that I get when I go home is their nacho dish called Acapulco Extravaganza. It's amazing. They have this like seasoning they put on their chips. I love it. Oh man, now I want those nachos. Anyways, no, it's okay. I'll find nachos, chilies or something. I'll figure it out. I'll get it. I'm getting nachos tonight. All right, it's also National Apple Day, so, let's eat something healthy. I actually had an apple with my breakfast this morning, and a green apple at that. So let's have something healthy, and then we can have the nachos. So let's make sure we got this timeline right. Okay, 1607, working on the bottom, working our way on up. 1607, colonials arrive at Jamestown with European apple seeds. Ooh, and then the apple begins here. In the early 19th century, John Eastman, aka Johnny Appleseed, travels throughout the Midwest in an effort to plant numerous trees. So that's kind of cool. I didn't realize his real name was John Eastman. Or if I did, I don't remember that. I don't remember being taught that. I just remember Johnny Appleseed. And in 1854, British Pomological Association began testing new varieties of apples to see what was suitable for English farmers. In 1962, astronaut John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth, and he had applesauce that he has as part of his interstellar diet. In the 60s, apple growers in the U.S. controlled atmosphere facilities maintained freshness of apples and brought those to the market, until they brought them to the market. So that's pretty cool. In 2010, a newly discovered scientific fact is made during the apple breeding process, considerably faster and more accurate. Oh, look at that. And in 2017, worldwide apple production reaches a staggering total of 83,139,326 metric tons. That's a lot. Now, there are lots of apples out there, but apparently these are the top 5 you need to try. The Granny Smith, which is my favorite, it's a green apple, but I didn't know this. It's named after Maria Ann Smith, and it originated in Australia. Okay, the Honeycrisp, which is a red apple, developed by the Horticultural Research Center at the University of Minnesota. I believe I've had a Honeycrisp apple too. The Fiji hybrid, which is a mix between an American variety apple and a Japanese one. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, 2 American apples, sorry. It was developed by researchers in Fujioski, Japan. The Camaro, discovered by chance in an orchard in Oregon in 1987. I don't think I've ever had that apple. And then the Ginger Gold, which is one of the top 15 most popular apples in the world. So more than likely I've had that one too, since it is the top 50. And then there's like another apple that apparently is like the best type of apple to make like apple pie from. And I want to say the apple is like from Canada or something like that. But don't quote me. I don't quite know. I'm not positive on that one. But all I know is that when my stepmom makes apple pie, like, she is very specific on the type of apples I need to go get at the store for her pie. So I know that. Anyways, have some apple today. You can have it in apple pie. Heck, have a cider beer that's like from apples. That's a good one. You can have that too. Hey, it's an apple. That's part of an apple. That works. Anyways, National Check Your Meds Day. So this is an important one, especially if you do have a lot of meds. One, check your expirations, make sure nothing's expired. 2 is to make sure nothing's like the medicines you do take, that the interaction between them isn't like harmful to you or maybe counteracts another drug. So it's important for that. Some interesting facts just about the Czar family, or medicine in general. 1899, Bayer introduced aspirin, and I did not realize that it's German. Okay. 1919, the United States versus Dormus court case determines the government can regulate how doctors provide prescription drugs. And in 1951, the Durham-Humphrey Bill was passed to define all drugs as either prescription or over-the-counter. That's not too long ago. That's like almost 70 years ago. Wow, that's quick math. Look at that. I did math publicly. Anyways, 1988, drugs are created to better regulate the dispensing of prescription drugs, which is actually a good thing, but still needs some work, but especially with those that have an addiction to certain drugs. But that's it on the meds side of the house. Now we talk about National Medical Assistance Day, because that also is happening today. In 1956, the American Association of Medical Assistants was established. Wow, that's pretty cool. And in 1974, the AAMA, which is a long word I just said, was recognized as an official accrediting agency for medical assistance programs, so that's pretty cool. In the 80s, the AAMA creates a Medical Assistance Week, which is promoted here. And then in 2000, more than 450 educational institutes nationwide provide more than 470 accredited medical assisting programs. Wow, that's a lot. So if you're interested in a medical program, especially a medical assistance program, you're probably wondering, what things can I do? I've got your answer. Here are some top roles or interesting roles you might want. The phlebotomy assistant. So basically, if you don't mind blood, then this might be right up your alley. Allergy and sinus assistant, pediatric assistants, and of course the front office administrator. All those are very, very important, even though some of us may not like when we get our blood drawn. But I know from people that do have allergies, all the allergy tests and all that kind of stuff, that's important. Obviously, pediatricians are important, and obviously the pediatrician is important. And then, of course, admin. Admin is always, always important. We want to make sure all our stuff is good to go. And then we have a National Veterans Dog Day. Basically, this is to celebrate dogs that are specifically there to help veterans. And it all started with a dog named Bear. 9 of these dogs are Bear, and obviously the dog in the suit is just there for more my amusement than anything else, because I think it's hilarious. But anyways, so the whole started with Bear, who would lie quietly in the bed, put a paw on there to encourage others, and this led to many veterans asking if they could take Bear home with them. And then lo and behold, Bear's parents basically started an organization to help get veterans dogs to support them, which I think is kind of cool. So, and I love dogs, so I wouldn't mind a little doggy. Like, it's great. It's for anyone, right? Whether you're getting shots or when you're in the hospital, you know, those are just really good dogs to have around. Dogs are just great to have around. But I digress. So, yes. Anyways, I'm just amazed by the dog in the suit. Looks pretty dapper. And then finally, it's National Reptile Day and Reptile Awareness Day. I just kind of combined these into one because they really pretty much talk about the same thing. So just a little timeline of reptiles in general. 315 million years ago, the prehistoric reptiles evolved. Then 66 million years ago, the end of the reptilian era. In 1852, traces of the oldest known reptile called Hylonomus lyelli, don't know if I said that right, was discovered in a fossilized tree stump in Nova Scotia. That might be a good trivia answer to remember. And in 1978, the loggerhead is listed. It's a sea turtle that one of the more famous reptiles is endangered, mostly due to bycatch and fishing gear. Aww. But also because its loss of nesting habitats. In 1987, see you later, alligator. The alligator is officially removed from the protected species list, making a remarkable comeback from near extinction. That's pretty pretty cool. And then in 1998, Ecuador enacted the Galapagos Special Law, which is there to protect the inhabitants of the Galapagos Islands, which I thought was kind of cool. And education and all that kind of stuff. And then that, folks, are all your national holidays for today. That's a lot of them, I know, kind of crazy. I know I've been a little late on these. I'll be getting better at getting them out first thing in the morning. So if you are liking these videos, make sure you hit the subscribe, ring the bell, give me a like, and let me know what you like about these videos and what holidays you're going to be celebrating today. For me, I know it's gonna be nachos, that's for sure. And don't forget, right up here, the little countdown. Well, there we go. The little countdown for Mandalorian Season 2, otherwise known as the Baby Yoda Show. It's gonna happen here, 9 days, 7 hours, 29 minutes, and the seconds are ticking away. Also, a slight little teaser coming for you. Soon I will be wearing this as I prepare for Halloween. I'll be handing out candy to the kiddos in this. Hopefully I have kiddos come to the house, so be on the lookout for some interesting videos as I see what this costume really looks like. One more thing. Speaking of Mandalorian, just before you head out, I do have some cool new Baby Yoda stuff. As you can see, we got Baby Yodas back here. But they just released the Series 2 of their little miniature figurines. So you've got this guy in his little pod, and another 6 came out. There were 6 in total. Then there's this guy. He's chewing on his little necklace there. This in his original prim or pod. There you go. And of course, this one, my favorite, if you remember from one of the episodes where he just kept touching buttons. And then the other 2 are going to be released in mid-November, I believe. Mid-November, so there's a total of 6 that comes out. The first series had 6, which I have all 6. So not that I have a little Baby Yoda affection? Yeah, whatever. Addiction. Maybe that's the right word. No, I don't. I don't have an addiction. It's not a problem. They're cute and adorable anyways. Have a great day. I'll see you all again here tomorrow. Bye-bye.